In this series of videos, I'm gonna build a photoshooting studio
with lights,
RGBs,
interchangeable background and ground, floor, for setting up the texture, and fit. And it's gonna be small, really small, about this small. Anyway, let's start with the video. But first, as I promised. And for those who don't know what I mean, check my previous videos. They suck.
Alright. My wife, when she wants to photoshoot something for Instagram or for her business or whatever else, she forced me to take plywoods and play Lego with them so I can make a corner and add lights and all that good stuff so she can have a good quality pictures in the end. And I decided to make a studio, so when she wants to photoshoot, she's just gonna take that one and she's gonna leave me alone, do her job, and I'm gonna sit and playing Pokemon. Yeah, sometimes. Alright, what's the plan? The plan is I don't have actually a plan. I just wanna make a corner with lights and interchangeable panels. So I'm gonna use that plywood here, I'm gonna cut it in half, use the other one to make the corner. And that's the only plan for now. And I don't care about the texture because I think I'm gonna use only interchangeable panels, and I hope to not regret the decision later. Alright, I'm gonna start by cutting.
Actually, I started first by measuring out my plywood so I can know where is the middle first. And so I can cut it in half, almost in half. I left out the thickness of my plywood so when I assembled them together to have equal distances. Then I took my circular saw, plug it in and put it aside for later. Then I used a piece of wood to serve as a driver for my circular saw and hold it in place with clamps. And now I can play the video again to match to what I'm doing.
Alright, I'm gonna start by cutting.
Yeah, that's a good editing. After I cut all the pieces I'm gonna need, I put them together to see how they're gonna look. Then I started gathering everything that I thought I'm gonna need at that moment. And it's a lot of things, and I always end up needing more. Anyway, the plan is to make the panels assemble and disassemble without using any screws. And the way to do that, I decide to use IKEA nuts. Yeah, I call them IKEA nuts because I only find them in IKEA furnitures, and I don't know the name until now. I Google search it and they call it cam lock nuts, and it's that thing. Yeah, and I'm gonna show it in the video later, but it doesn't matter. I add a picture. It's better. Alright, after I was happy on how they fit together, now it was time to strengthen the join. And an easy and simple way to do that is by adding wooden dowels. So I made 2 holes between the nuts and I add my dowels. And I did the same to the other panel. Alright, now with the side panel, I wanted to add IKEA nuts, but I had only 2. And in every hardware store that I went and I asked if they have, they said to me that they don't and maybe IKEA would. And I said, okay, thank you very much. I know that. So I end up using wooden dowels. Okay, here you can see me trying to add the sticker because I wanted to change my panels.
Alright, enough with the narration. Okay. I bought that thing. It's a sticker with wood texture on it. My wife wanted me to add it into the plywoods to be permanent. I bought it for 130. How permanent it's gonna be, I don't know. So I'm gonna apply that. Then I'm gonna find a way to hold panels here, and I think that's gonna be the end of part 1. All right. Alright, I'm gonna use this aluminum to serve as a holster for my panels. I'm gonna cut it, make holes, and that's it. Alright, this is the end of part 1. Anyone who wants to see part 2 started to chipping out already. Okay, anyone who wants to see part 2, I'm gonna release first 2 other videos and then part 2. So if you want to see how it's gonna end up, stay tuned. Bye bye. Stay tuned.